Josh has told us that he was recently circumcised. And we're going to talk about sex with circumcised penis and the uncircumcised penis and the whole process.
Right.
So let's start with the whole process. What made you want to get circumcised at a later age?
A couple years ago, I saw the Omarion interview. I think it was on Hot 97.
Okay.
And he was talking about adult circumcision. I'm like, wow, like now I felt a little more comfortable.
Right.
And it was actually an experience that I once had with a person. She was not doing her job right. And
What job was that?
yeah, she cut me, yo, with her teeth.
Yeah.
Man,
Woo!
at the time, I didn't have gun insurance. I didn't have the job I have now.
Yeah.
So I just let it heal on its own, man.
So she cut you to the white meat?
Not to the what?
Well, her teeth.
A little blood?
Her teeth
She
was
thought
throwing no
she-
gang signs?
See, and it wasn't about her cutting me.
She had an
also.
overbite, Josh.
Nah. And she just thought she was better than what she was.
You know them girls that suck
She
their
was
thumb?
fucking crazy. And I'm like, so I'm telling her, stop.
Right.
And she's probably thinking like, oh, stop, keep going. Nah, I'm like,
Oh,
stop.
like you ODing
Right.
like
you,
that.
you gotta stop this. You know, sometimes having sex often, you could get sore if it's the type of sex that could be rough. And I always thought about it and then just made the decision.
Okay.
I had a referral. I
Okay.
told a urologist, we just spoke. I was like, you know what?
So you made your decision.
At
What's the
28.
At 28.
28 years
okay.
old. So that was 3 years ago.
What was the process like?
Scary as hell.
Like, walk us through it. Like, so you make an appointment? Like, what's going on?
So I had a referral with the urologist. We just spoke.
Okay.
And I told him about that situation, which I didn't even want to say. It was kind of embarrassing. And, you know, went up for another follow-up. Just made my decision after doing, like, research, watching videos, watching interviews, seeing the pros and cons. And that we could talk about also, the pros and cons.
Right.
But after I just felt comfortable, make my decision.
Okay.
But I wanted to do it earlier. I was so scared to be put under the needle.
Okay.
That was the scariest
put to
part.
sleep. Okay.
So how long is the process? So you make how long is the healing process?
In about 6 weeks, you could be sexually active again.
Okay.
6
But
weeks.
should you?
He told me 4 weeks. I was good.
Okay.
I was more nervous, but then I was about to go on vacation, so I'm like,
I'm about
you
to
know.
I'm about to pull out my mouse tool.
Did it hurt? Like, when did it?
And I was so the one time I was in pain, I was sleeping, woke up, and ripped off the gauze.
Ooh.
But I did that in my sleep, so I wasn't conscious. I woke up.
You said gauze. How did you pee?
Nah, they don't wrap the head. Just
Oh,
the shaft.
Because remember, the head
Just
is
the shaft.
exposed. The skin is gone.
It was
You ain't never seen
walking.
foreskin?
Walking.
I did, and I left.
Stop it.
Oh,
So walking,
uh-huh.
if I wore a certain type of like jeans,
Okay.
and if it rubbed against, I went to a barbecue once, and man, I was in pain. Nobody knew either.
So you just
Like-
sitting there.
When this episode comes out, I'm gonna blast this to my friends. Because my closest friends don't even know. My family doesn't know.
Your
One
family
of
doesn't
my
even know?
cousins know.
Okay.
And she changed my diapers, so like I
Okay,
felt
okay.
comfortable. Like
Okay.
telling her, but none of my friends know. I told them I was coming here. And I told them they will find out when I blast this to them. Texted,
Wow.
Instagram, Facebook. I have a lot of people on my church on Facebook. Don't watch this.
Yeah.
Not this episode.
So have you ever been with a woman, and have you ever been circumcised shamed or uncircumcised shamed?
After the fact, one time, and I'm like, and we had sex more than once.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm like,
so
it
after,
doesn't even make
oh,
sense.
when you say after the fact, you mean after the circumcision?
No, after we already had sex.
Oh, okay.
and then
When before I was circumcised, so I'm like, it was already done
Right.
and done more than once.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
Right.
But even before we did anything, like she would make comments. I remember she saw this guy and she was like, I would never talk to him. He probably looks uncircumcised. And I'm like, she doesn't know she's talking about me
Oh.
at the time. And I'm just like,
So do you think that's what women really like, circumcised?
no, see, that was only one person
Mhm.
ever in my life.
Right.
And there are select few that got it before and after.
Right.
So they could probably tell you the difference.
Right.
But I was with somebody and I told her about it
Mhm.
after the fact. And she was like, I wish you didn't. she said in her past, all she dealt with was uncircumcised men.
Mm-hmm.
She said she liked it better, it felt better. She was actually mad that I got it, but I didn't meet her until after.
Right.
So I've heard both sides, positive and negative. And she, I guess, shout outs to her, like the confidence level went up after that because like you hear so many bad stories about it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if I show people pictures from the past, they wouldn't even be able to tell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. That means that doctor did a good job because
No,
some
I'm
of
talking
them.
about if I showed pictures when I wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, you pull the skin back, you don't even know.
See,
Okay.
so wait, circumcised is when it's cut already. When you cut
Yes.
it. All right, so
Yeah.
are you an uncircumcised queen?
I've experienced it. It wasn't awful.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad because like I'm Jamaican, so a lot of guys, especially my age at the time, were uncircumcised. No, but not all. I wasn't. I think I've only dealt with one uncircumcised guy
Right.
in my life, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't awful.
And that's the thing. Also, during my research, only America is common.
Yeah, only
Everywhere
America.
else, they
Everywhere
don't
else
get
is not
circumcised.
common. It's not. It's optional. Like
So like a lot of people from different like countries,
Mhm.
they think like the circumcised people are like, whoa, like
yeah,
they're not used to it.
yeah.
I'm not used to it. I mean, I prefer circumcised.
Mm-hmm.
If it's uncircumcised, I'd rather be prepared because there's times where I'm like, in my head, I automatically assume everybody's circumcised,
Okay.
right? So I'm like, oh, everybody's circumcised. So then when I see an uncircumcised dick, it's like, fuck, like, damn, I thought he was
Okay.
gonna have a mushroom head or something, nigga. Like, you know?
How does it feel for you?
Yes.
Different.
Honestly, and this is probably a red take that people don't, I wish I didn't do it.
Really?
Sex felt better
With the,
uncircumcised.
oh,
But remember,
well,
like
what feels different about it?
sex just felt better. I guess you're more sensitive when you're not, you know, you're taking away skin, so you're taking away nerve ending.
No, okay.
So it's less sensitive. Like, it still feels good,
Right.
but it did feel better. And I guess the gliding
Okay.
of the foreskin when you're having sex. But
when it's hard, the foreskin is not as visible. It's not as obvious.
It's not.
That's the
Like,
experience.
You wouldn't even know.
Okay.
Is it true that you have to clean it more? Like, is there a certain way to clean
Uncircumcised.
penis?
See, I wouldn't say clean it more because you just take, when you're taking a shower, you pull the skin back. Like, to me, it was 28 years of it. It was normal to me.
Okay.
So
Sounds
I'm
like you
not
were
doing
taught, like,
anything
you have to pull
different.
the skin back to clean inside the
Properly. I
But
believe.
it's
so.
just, it's not
uh,
difficult.
It's
Right.
not.
Like,
Yeah. I
not a
wouldn't
cleaning
expect it.
routine.
Yeah, it's not like hard to do.
But I've heard men say they didn't clean. Men say they didn't pull it back and clean it when it was
See, but
uncircumcised.
if
At all,
their foreskin was like tight,
Okay.
but then that would be a reason where you have to go get circumcised.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Like that would be like extreme.
So
measure,
you're
like,
saying
you
some
need this.
men didn't, some guys or some young men don't need it.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay.
So nothing is.
Or they
better.
probably never learned. Like if your parents never taught you and you're a kid, you
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
So how's the nut when you nut? Is it better circumcised or uncircumcised?
Nah, it's the same. Even self-love felt better back then.
Okay.
Mm.
Like
Self-love,
So
what's
you
that?
really
if you know what self-love
Oh.
is. Like-
Y'all find a way to pretty up everything.
Yeah.
On a live. On
She
self-love.
was talking about facial care.
Yeah, I thought you mean self-care.
Yeah, you
I thought so. Yeah, get a massage, get a facial.
You can't get a massage because your dick is circumcised.
Yeah.
Like,
But I fuck with it though. I fuck with
But
it.
you know it's crazy. Like now, like I tell
Mhm.
anybody I'm dealing with before we even have sex that I got circumcised because I'm self-conscious a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person was like, "Oh no, it just looks regular."
Mm-hmm.
To me, I know what it looked like before,
Right.
so I could see the scar.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
could see like where the incision was, and they're like, "It looks regular to me."
Right.
So it's just me in my head.
Yeah, it's just
Like-
something. For me, as a woman, I can tell you, women don't, like, not that they don't care. Even if you got circumcised in your adulthood, even if it found out it's like, they don't care. They don't care.
so wait, when you get circumcised, does it make it seem like inches off your penis? Does it make it seem a little bit smaller?
No.
Or larger? Or is it the same
It's
size?
the same.
It's just literally skin.
It's just the extra skin.
I believe babies, from what I've seen, I think some doctors got a little scissor happy with some kids.
Yo.
And chopped off a whole bunch of a dick.
Yo.
Like I said, and it's crazy because they show this on YouTube. Like that's what I was looking at YouTube, like some of these doctors, I'm like, yo.
You didn't have to take off that much, doc.
Because now when it
This is
heals,
hurting.
if the
It's hurting
I'm
just
really
thinking
mad.
about it, yeah?
I'm really
like if
clenching.
it gets done, and now when that person gets erect, if it's tight, they probably have to go back for another surgery.
Oh, no.
Mm.
I don't
Because
have a dick and I'm clenching.
You have to leave room to get erect.
Oh.
That's the thing. Like if you just cut it and leave it tight, what happens when they get hard? It's gonna hurt them.
Mm.
Oh, because the
So
skin
you-
stretches.
Exactly. So
Okay.
they have to leave room for that.
For the little hang time.
You said that. All right. So what are the pros and cons of a circumcised dick?
Well, the pros and cons I was talking about was more when you're having sex.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was a con for me because I felt like it felt better back then.
Yeah.
But a lot of blogs I read, they say it feels better. And then a lot of women, I went to a blog where a lot of women would talk about it. Some were like, their person that they were dealing with or in a relationship with, they didn't like that. They went and got circumcised, but now they don't get enjoyment.
Right.
Some people were talking about, like I said, how the skin glides. A lot of women were saying they like that feeling.
Okay.
And now it ruined their sex life.
Third world, I think women from third world countries or grew up in third world backgrounds enjoy uncircumcised penis, where they.
I enjoy uncircumcised penis. Sorry, circumcised penis. But if it's uncircumcised, I mean, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
It's just I feel like it has a little umami seasoning in it. Like
But
a
then-
little taste.
You are going to.
But then, all right, when I was uncircumcised, I'm not coming in ready to have sex and not having my skin pulled back.
Right.
So you're probably not going to know. Well, what?
Is it impossible to not pull the skin back and still?
It's possible.
Wait, you can put the skin back? I was about to ask if you can reverse it, but I ain't.
Oh no, is it possible to reverse?
I found out.
No.
I was just about to say.
I thought he was asking something else.
Me
I don't know if that's
too.
possible. I don't.
Absolutely
Probably
not.
not.
Sew it back. First of all, it dries up. Think about when you've never seen.
I don't. I wasn't gonna ask.
Because remember, all right, in
there
the
was no
Jewish
way I was
community,
gonna
the
do that.
rabbis do it for the little Jewish babies. They keep
And
it.
they keep it. That's crazy.
It looks like a shrivel.
Hell no.
No, this is a Jewish culture, not for us. The Jews, the rabbis do the circumcision for the little Jewish baby boys, and they keep it. The family has the mom, all the circumcisions
Yeah,
are
they
in
can
the
keep
house.
that over there.
I don't even want the.
If you
biblical
you never seen it
No.
You never seen it?
What am
I never
like,
seen
where's
it. I
that
just
at?
know. I know about the
everywhere.
culture. You know.